Hey guys, it's Jalen. Welcome back. I am here today to share with you my June empties. I'm also going to share with you the things that I'm decluttering, the things that have come into my collection, and how things are going with my low buy, as well as how I'm progressing towards 7K this year. So we're going to start with empties. I always leave my timestamps down in the description box. I really want Ziggy to stay. Ziggy, come here. Hey. Why are you all the way over there? Fine. We're going to start with empties, and I'm going to start with makeup. I actually got through a decent amount of stuff this month. Really happy with what I got through. I think July is going to be a pretty low month, to be honest, because I'm traveling and I'm probably going to be using mostly like minis. But this month was good. So let me start with makeup. As I mentioned, we're going to start with a primer. I did finish this Juice Beauty Phyto Pigments Illuminating Primer. I started and finished this primer this year. This was okay. I think you can still buy this if I remember and doing my research on the cost, but I would not repurchase it because it was not a favorite. All right, let's do a concealer. I have one little mini concealer. This is by Kat Von D. It's the Lock-It Concealer in the shade L3 Warm. I have this in my advent calendar project, so I'm happy to get this one finished. I did take out the stopper. You cannot, I don't know why I'm showing you this. You cannot buy this anymore, but I wouldn't even if I could because it was a little bit drying, not my favorite. I do have an eye primer. I forgot to mention this one. This is by NYX. It's just their glitter primer. I really do like this one. Aw, Ziggy. It's the main glitter primer that I use these days. I already have a replacement. Oh, I have another eye primer by MAC. I have the 24-Hour Extend Eye Base. This was nice. I did not hate this. I might purchase it again. I'd have to compare it to Primer Potion to see which one I prefer, or if there's another eye base that I prefer over this one. But this one was not bad. I did not mind that one at all. I have a couple of brow products. I did finish one brow pencil. This is by Ulta Beauty, the Ultra Slim Brow Pencil. This was in the shade Medium Brown. I like this. It did not take me very long to finish. You can see it's all finished there. I would buy this again. It's about $10, so not a bad price. I also finished a brow gel. This is the ABH Clear Brow Gel. Everything on here has flaked off. There's more brow gel in here, but I have honestly had this open for so long. It's like gross and cakey on the wand, and I just feel like once you've had something open for 6 months, and you use it every single day, it's probably time to get rid of it. So yeah, this is going. And that's my last full-size brow gel. So now any brow gel that I buy as a full size, I'm going to count as a replacement. I do have 3 little mini ABH brow gels, so I don't need a full size right now. But if it comes up on a sale, I may pick it up. All right, I have a mascara primer. I had this open for 3 months. This is by Lancome. It's the Sills Booster Primer. This is not bad. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. I, didn't mind it. There's still product in here, of course, but I've had it open for 3 months. And it's going around my eyeballs, so it's time to go. I have 2 mascaras. They're both minis. The first one is by ABH. This is teeny tiny little lash. Wait, what's it called? Lash Brag? No. Yeah, Lash Brag. It's teeny tiny. Did not take me very long to finish that. I didn't mind it, but I feel like I need more time with it. So I would consider trying a full size. And then I have the Say Mascara 101. I finally figured out what this is called after looking it up for the price. Mascara 101. This was okay, not a favorite. I don't know that I would repurchase that one. And I have one eyeliner. This is by Rodial. It's the Smoky Eye Pen in black. Was not a favorite. It bled. Smeared really easily. It's probably more of an eye kohl. I don't really like those. So would not consider purchasing that. This is, I think, is this a European brand? It must have come in like a BoxyCharm or Ipsy bag or something. It's an old product in my collection. I'm so excited to share this one with you. This is a bronzer. I finished the Benefit Hoola bronzer. This was part of a face palette by Benefit, like the cheek leaders or something like that. I can't remember. It was from a long time ago. Now, this will count as an item out of my collection, but it's not going to count towards value. I don't think I'm going to count the value until I finish all the items in that palette, but I will count this as an empty because I have depotted the entire face palette, and so all of these are individual pans right now. I think I want to say I have 2 or 3 blushes remaining from that set. Maybe I have 2. I have Rockateur and Dandelion and Dallas. I think I have Dallas, and that's more of a bronzer. Anyway, I finished the bronzer. Hoola bronzer. Woo! Bronzer out of my collection. All right, lastly, in terms of makeup, I have 3 lip products. I'm going to go with the tinted lip balm first. This is by Milk Makeup. It's the Kush Lip Balm in Bubble. So I have been working on this one. It's been in several projects. I think I had it in one project to use half, and then I had it in Deck of Panning to finish this year. I had it in for 2 different prompts. So it's all finished. That's all that's left in here. Woohoo! Lip product out. Then I have this gloss from Ilia. It's the Balmy Gloss Tinted Lip Oil in the shade Only You. I like this, but actually I like this, but towards the end it started to get a kind of a funky smell. Yeah, a smell that I was not a fan of. So I don't know if that's normal. I have no idea. Anyway, it's done. I took out the stopper. Take it out. You can see the stopper there. I did it again. It's all finished. So yay, a lip gloss out of my collection. And then lastly, I have a lipstick. This is from Urban Decay. It's a deluxe size of the Vice Comfort Matte Lipstick in Back Talk. And this is all beige. I don't know why I keep saying that, because of course it is. I love this color. It's one of my favorites. My spreadsheet says I have 2 full sizes left, but I know I have a mini. Yeah, here is a mini. Hopefully I don't have 2 full sizes as well. Anyway, it's out. Yay me! Woohoo! All right, that is all the makeup. Now moving on to skincare. I have so many cleansers. I'm going to start with a balm cleanser, kind of in the order that I use it. So this is usually my first cleanse. By Youth to the People, the Super Berry Dream Cleansing Balm. This was really lovely. I love the consistency of this. Now, it is kind of a pain to use in the sense that all of it doesn't break down very easily, but I really liked how this felt going on. So I would consider repurchasing it for that reason. Now, I say that, and maybe if I go back to Clinique's Take the Day Off, I'll be like, nah, this is perfect, exactly what I need, and I don't need this. But I really enjoyed this. Really. Then for a second cleanse, I actually have 3 cleansers. These are all like deluxe sizes. Well, this may be considered a deluxe size. This is by Milk Makeup. It's the Vegan Milk Cleanser. I think the full size is 4 ounces. Anyway, I didn't love this. I didn't hate it, but I would not repurchase. I wouldn't repurchase any of these next 2 either. By CosRx, the Low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser. I actually did not like this at all. It had a menthol smell or a tea tree smell, and I just don't need that in my skincare, so I would not purchase that. I didn't really enjoy it. And then I have from Belief the Aqua Bomb Jelly Cleanser. This is, again, fine, but not something I need to repurchase. I just don't like foaming cleansers for my dry skin. Oh, I'm sorry. I have one more. I have one more second cleanse. This is a teeny tiny little mini from Clarins, the Hydrating Gentle Foaming Cleanser. Again, another foaming cleanser I don't need. I don't feel like it's really hydrating. I don't feel like it's very gentle for my skin type. I have an eye makeup remover from Neutrogena, the oil-free eye makeup remover. This is fine, but I've come to find that I just prefer Lancome's Bifacil. Not to say that I won't ever purchase this again, but the Bifacil is my favorite. And then lastly, in the cleanser category, I have an oil cleanser. This is by Origins. It's the Clean Energy Gentle Cleansing Oil. I loved this, and I would absolutely repurchase it. This is my morning cleanse. I use oil cleansers in the morning. I loved it. I would totally repurchase it. I think it's a $38 product. Yeah, I really liked it. All right, those are all the cleansers. Moving on to serums. I have by Sunday Riley the Good Genes lactic acid treatment. This is a like jumbo size, 50 mils. I found this at TJ Maxx for a really good price. So yeah, it's all finished. Holy Grail, love this. Will always repurchase. From Dr. Dennis Gross, I have the Alpha Beta Pore Perfecting and Refining Serum. This is probably better, more geared for normal to oily skin. So it's not really a product that I need. I would not repurchase. I didn't really find it to help my skin out very much. From Estee Lauder, I have a deluxe size of the Advanced Night Repair Synchronized Multi-Recovery Complex. I love this product. It's a holy grail. I will always repurchase, but I don't need to because I have so many of these. Several minis, several full sizes. From Laneige, I have the Water Bank Essence EX. They have discontinued this. I really did enjoy it though. I would purchase something similar. Yeah, it was a good hydrating essence. Enjoyed that. From CosRx, I have the Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. This is a deluxe size. And I use this as a hydrating serum, but you can absolutely use it as an essence before going in with acids. This is great. I mean, I don't mind it. It's not a holy grail, but I do enjoy this product. And I have one more. This is a deluxe size of the Clarins Extra Firming Phyto Serum. This was like 1 or 2 uses. There was not a lot of product in here. I can't tell you if it's good or not because I honestly was not able to get very many uses out of this. All right, I have 3 moisturizers. Now this one may be more for body versus face because when I went to look up the price of this, I was like, they're not showing it being applied to the face. They're showing it being applied to the body. I used it on my face. Solana MD Healthy Base Layer. It sounded to me like it was going on the face. It says here, use it alone or layer it underneath your preferred sunscreen. Okay, you can layer it to your face and body. All right, I wasn't crazy. Anyway, not a favorite, would not purchase. And then I have 2 moisturizers from Shiseido. Both of these are okay. I have the Essential Energy Moisturizing Gel Cream. These are both 1 ounces, so they took a long time to finish. Again, okay, not a favorite. This is actually the consistency of this one. See, I thought that, like, product hides in here. I thought I used it all. So if you like... And see, here's the other thing. This one smelled a little bit like alcohol, like a teeny tiny bit. I feel like I'm really susceptible like to smelling that just because I'm really conscious about it. It's fine. It's just, I think that if you like gel creams, it may be something you want to try. I just didn't really find it to be that good. Then I have the Benefiance Wrinkle Smoothing Cream. Again, this one was okay. I also felt like this one had a lot of silicone in it. It wasn't a favorite. This would be better for me in the day than the other one, but still not something I feel like I need to repurchase. All right, those are the 3 moisturizers I finished. Now I have some masks and like chemical exfoliants. From Ole Henriksen, I have the Fat Glow Facial. I don't mind this at all. I actually kind of like it, but I still think I prefer the Drunk Elephant TLC Baby Facial to this. But, you know, I don't mind this one. I used it. I think I have 1 more of these. And then I'll probably switch to Baby Facial. I may try to kind of try them on alternating weeks to see which one I prefer. Because I feel like Baby Facial is stronger, but I could be wrong. So we'll see. Then from Rodial, I have the Dragon's Blood Hyaluronic Mask. This was fine. Not a favorite. I don't think I would repurchase this, but I also didn't mind it. I have 2 eye masks. The first one was a single eye mask from Asology. Hydro Glow and Deep Hydration Watermelon Eye Mask. I don't love these because they're not like the hydrogel. They're more of like that sticky, tacky material. I really don't like those, but I was using them, you know. Got to get through them. And then these were fabulous. By Soon, the Pomegranate Hydrogel Eye Patch with Collagen. Really lovely. Serum lasted forever. I really enjoyed it. I think there may be even still a little bit of serum left there on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. These were really nice. Highly recommend. I want to say this came in like a FabFitFun box, so I don't even know where you can buy these. He's here. Then I have 2 face masks. I have one from Sephora. It's the lychee face mask. I think this came in the Sephora advent calendar from last year. This was fine. I mean, I didn't mind it. I would consider purchasing more of these. Then from Esfolio, I have the Essence Honey Sheet Mask. And I do like these quite a bit. That is all the skincare. Let's go to Bodycare. I have 5 items in the Bodycare section. I have 1 shower gel from Bath & Body Works. Lemon pomegranate cream. I picked this up during one of their sales. I can't think of what they call it. It's escaping me, but you know the big sale they have twice a year. Anyway, this one is lemon creme, pomegranates, iced raspberries, white woods, and peony petals. I really enjoyed this one. I would purchase more. I don't need to. I have 2 more bottles. But I really like the way this one smelled. Recommend. I have 1 body scrub from Tree Hut, the Tropic Glow Firming Sugar Scrub. This one smelled good, but it's not a dupe for Boom Boom. It's nice, but it's not a dupe. It's not a dupe. It's close, but it's not a dupe. An exact dupe. And then I have 2 moisturizers from Soap & Glory. I have the You Butter Glow Body Butter. This one was really nice. It has wild fig and pomelo. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. They have discontinued this one, I believe, which is sad because I do like that one. And then from Josie Marin, I have a whipped argan oil body butter and lavender citrus. Right? No. I'm sorry, I just had 1 moisturizer. This was not something I finished in the last month. So disregard that last one. All right, so those are all. Oh no, I have 1 more. I have 1 more body care item. This was by Bathorium Milk, the coconut and bourbon vanilla mineral milk bath. I did not like this, but I finished it. I didn't like hate pan it. I just put it in my foot baths and used it up that way. That is all the body care, and I do have some mini perfume samples to share with you. I review these in my Turn and Burn project. So from Ellis Brooklyn, I have Salt. From Way, I have Rue Saint-Honoré. I did not like that one. I can tell you that. By Maison Margiela Replica, I have Flower Market. From Tiffany & Co., I just have Tiffany & Co. And then from Maison Margiela, I have Replica Coffee Break. This one was fabulous. So 5 mini sample perfumes. And then I have 4 miscellaneous items. I have 2 pocket bags from Bath & Body Works. I have Stress Relief, Eucalyptus and Spearmint, and Cactus Blossom. I'm really trying to work through these. I'm using these honestly to clean out my, like the dishes in my wax warmers because these will get out like tough stains and stuff. I'm not really using them any other way, so that's how I'm getting through them. They're counting because I have so many. Repurposing those. And then I have 2 hand soaps. They're both gentle foaming hand soaps. I have Blueberry Lemonade. And the scent notes on this one are sugared lemonade, blueberries, and crushed ice. This is really nice. I really like that one. These are older. I think this is from 2020. 2020. And this one is from 2021. Raspberry Tangerine. Scent notes for this one are wild raspberries, fresh tangerine, and lemon zest. This one was lovely too. This is something I would absolutely repurchase. Oh, it's so good. All right, let me share with you some numbers. So in the month of June, I finished a total of 28 full-size items and 17 deluxe-size items. I need to go in here and add that Aceology eye mask because I forgot to add it into my Empties. So let me just do that right now. So yeah, I feel like I did pretty good this month. We'll talk a little bit more about how the numbers work for my low buy when I go through all the items that came into my collection. But I do want to share with you some Empties. I'm sorry, but not Empties. I already did that. Declutters. Okay, the first declutter I have is this mousse from Not Your Mother's. This is the Curl Talk Curl Activating Mousse. This thing fell off of here. The cap, it's actually here. And I can't get it to go back on there. I cannot figure out how to get this to stay and to work again. So bye. I can't deal. From Briogeo, I have another one of these Curl Charisma leave-in defining creams. This has protein, and I got rid of everything that in my hair care collection that had protein, and this was like one of the stragglers, so it's going. Now this one is in a project, and I'm having to get rid of it. I'll probably wait until I finish that project or update that project. But this, okay, let me just show you what it is first. It's the Verb Glossy Shine Spray with Heat Protection. So I was using this before I used a diffuser in my hair, and I was starting to notice that my hair was feeling kind of like there was a lot of buildup, and it just didn't feel normal. And I was like, does that product have silicones? Sure does. It has silicones, and I don't use products with silicone in my hair because it builds up and it makes my hair feel bad. Yeah, I don't know why. I usually check all products that I put in my hair for silicones. I don't know why I didn't check this one. I think it may have been like, ooh, a product from Verb. I want to use it. It came in my Beautylish Lucky Bag. Anyway, I can't use it. So it's going bye-bye. I think I probably used a third of it. I have a skincare item from Clinique. This is the Acne Solutions Acne and Line Correcting Serum. I have had this open way too long. When I say way too long, I'm talking a couple of years. And I still use it here and there. It seems fine, but I honestly just don't feel comfortable using it anymore. I used about maybe half of it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm about down to here. And I used over half of it, but I still don't feel comfortable counting it towards an empty. But it's being decluttered, so we're saying bye-bye to that. Then I have 3 makeup items. This one's been kicking around my collection forever, and I never use it, so it's going by. I've had it forever. It's a cream product. And I don't like the color. Anyway, by Becca. Shimmering Skin Perfector Poured in Champagne Pop. It actually says C Pop on the back. Anyway, yeah, I just bye-bye. I don't want to use it. From Viseart, I have a Petite 4 palette. This is in the Garnet shade or colorway story. I'm the only one that I think I would keep in here is this one, and I don't feel like it's, it's not worth keeping. I'll just say that. So this is a lovely palette. I will gift this to somebody. And then lastly, I have this Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This smells funky. After I finished that MAC Eye Base, I was like, what's like one of the older eye primers in my collection? And I was like, oh, this one's probably old. And I pulled it out, and it smells funny. So it's going bye-bye. So that's 6 full-size items and then 1 deluxe size item that I am decluttering. The value of the Declutters is $182.50. So that will go towards my total value of items I used this month, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But yeah, those are the Declutters. So I'm going to take the stuff off my desk and then bring over the things that I brought into my collection in June, and we will review those as well. All right, so the month of June was my birthday. So I had a few orders around birthday stuff. So I did a birthday haul from Sephora and a birthday haul from Ulta. But first I'm going to share with you a few like random things. I have my monthly club from Skylar. This is a roller ball that they send in the monthly club. I sometimes skip this, but I picked this one up for the month of June. The scent is Tropical Harvest, Rangpur Mandarin, Pink Pineapple, and Orange Flower. Oh, that is really beautiful. It's a nice, it's a fruity floral, but heavy on the fruity. Really pretty. Really pretty. Then this is another random item. I subscribed to a yarn box, like a monthly subscription. And this came in one of the boxes. It's by the brand Bella Bear. It's a whipped bath soap and unicorn dreams. I think the theme of the box was unicorn. So this came in the box. It's 3.2 ounces. So it's a small jar, but I don't even know what it smells like. Well, can I open it? Yeah, it's sealed. I'm not going to open it, so we'll just leave it sealed. But yeah, that came into my collection. Then I also grabbed a couple of body scrubs from another wax vendor. The brand is The Pharmacist's Daughter, and she has these homemade hand body scrubs, or sugar scrubs. And the first one, the scent of this is Serendipity. And let me just show you the consistency of the sugar scrub. So good. So good. And then she also had one in Boom Boom type. Now this one smells a little bit like lighter, if I remember. Yeah, a little bit lighter, but maybe whenever I start using it, it'll really smell like Boom Boom. So we'll see. So I grabbed those 2 sugar scrubs from The Pharmacist's Daughter. Next up is Sephora. Now I did not pick up any of the gift sets for my birthday. I ended up going with just 250 points because I really was not loving on any of the sets. I would have picked up the Ilia one, but it has a cheek, what is it called? They're multi-stick in the shade At Last. Well, I own a full size. So I didn't want to pick up that one because I already had the color. If it was a different color, I would have picked it up. So I ended up going with the 250 points. But I did pick up a couple of other items that I want to share with you. So the first one is this new Laneige lip sleeping mask that came out. This is in the, what scent is this in? Pink Lemonade. So as soon as I saw this come out, I was like, I want that. Because I love anything lemonade scented or lemon scented. And this one's kind of cool because it's got the swirl there. Now the lemonade scent in this is a little bit light. Yeah, it's a little bit light. I wish it was a little bit stronger, but you know, maybe when I start using it, I won't really feel that way. But anyway, I did pick that up. I also picked up a cheek product from Say. This is the Glow Sculpt Multi-Use Cream Highlighting Blush. And I got the shade Mauve Glow. So here is the compact. It is refillable. You can see this little thing here where you can push the pan out and then replace it. So here is the product. I did already swatch this. I can't help myself. And there is the blush. Let me just do that. There we go. You can see. Very pretty. I would say a little bit more shimmery than I thought it would be, but I do like the color. Then I grabbed from Kosas, this is a new product, their Wet Stick Moisturizing Lip Shine. You guys know I love products like this. I grabbed the shade Tropic Bliss, which is a cool rosy mauve. And here is the packaging. And then here is the shade. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm really excited about this one because like I said, I love products like this. Then from Pharmacy, I grabbed the Strawberry Shortcake Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. As soon as I saw this come in stock, I was like, I want that. I'm really hoping they bring back the lemon one. It hasn't been back since 2 holidays ago. I needed to come back. Well, it was part of the set from 2 holidays ago. They did bring it back in a full size, like limited edition, and then it went away. And they were like, it's coming back. And then it never did. Anyway, here's the packaging. Look at how cute this is. And this is also on the lighter end. But again, do you really want it to be super strong whenever you're washing your face? Yeah, I'm excited about this one. We'll see. All right. And then this was like my special birthday gift to myself. I grabbed a Gucci lipstick. This is the Rouge à Lèvres satin lipstick in the shade Merry Mauve. Here is the shade. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love that. So I've been wanting them to come out with a mauve, like a true mauve lipstick in their satin formula, and this is it. It's gorgeous. Birthday gift to myself. I do have a couple of samples that came. I think this one came in a sample set, like all foil samples except for this one. Dr. Dennis Gross Advanced Retinol and Ferulic Intense Wrinkle Cream. This is what? 7 mils. And then I picked this one, I think, if you spent a certain amount of money, you could put this in for a freebie. The Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder Ultra Blur. Teeny tiny little mini. So that is my Sephora haul. Now let me share with you what I got from Ulta. So I did pick up the birthday gift from Ulta because it's a Lancome cream. This is the Advanced Genifique Repairing Night Cream. It's a small little jar. And this one has 5 mils. I mean, Ulta can do better than this teeny tiny little sample. I feel like they should have everybody gives everybody the same opportunity for a product, because some months are better than others in terms of when your birthday falls, and they can do better than a 5 ml cream from a brand. Do better. I decided to pick up 2 sugar scrubs. These were both on sale whenever I placed my order. Tree Cut Cotton Candy Sugar Scrub. I love the way this one smells. I love that. And then I picked up one of their limited edition scents. I did not pick this one up earlier. This is Blue Lagoon. And this was a nice aquatic scent. Smells so good. So I was getting 2 times points plus, I think they had a 5-time points deal going on whenever I placed my order. And I feel like I went to look to see like what freebies they had going on, and they had a freebie for Fresh if you spent $35. So I went to look at what Fresh had, and they had this product on that was $35. So I bought this set. It's their favorites for radiant skin. So let me show you. This has got this cute little bag. Well, actually, here's Fresh. And in here, we've got a sample of Rose Deep Hydration Oil Infused Serum. I've never tried that one before. We have the Fresh Lotus Youth Preserve Moisturizer. This is a new one for me as well. The Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. Not my favorite cleanser, but I will use it. I keep saying Fresh. I don't need to. Then I have, lastly, the Kombucha Facial Treatment Essence. I love this. Love, love, love. So that was what I purchased. And then what came free is this bag. And it has 5 samples in here. So this one has the Rose Face Mask. This is 15 mils. That's a decent size. The Rose Deep Hydration Oil Infused Serum. So I now have 2 of these. This is a 20 mil size. The Rose Petals Soft Lip Cream. This is just a lip moisturizer. And here is the size there. 2 grams. Not too bad. Another Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. They love giving this away. And then lastly, a Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream. I really do like this product. So that's 9 points right there. Just from Fresh, which, you know, I was kind of prepared for. The last thing I picked up is an Hourglass lipstick. I've been wanting to get one of these since they launched. And I was like, this is the time. This is the time. I picked up the shade Tropic. And here is the packaging. And you can see the H there. This is a funky packaging. You can't have it sit like this. So it sits like this, but the name of the color is on the bottom, which I guess is normal. Did they change? Oh, I was like, did they change it? But actually, the cap is what sits flat versus this. So the name of the color is not on the actual lipstick, which is weird. Well, I lied. It has it right here on the sticker. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, here's the shade. There's like 3 or 4 of these I would buy. I really do like this color, and this formula seems super hydrating. So that is the shade that I picked up. And you have to know which way to set this in there, because if you set it in the wrong way, it doesn't work. It is magnetic. Anyway. So that was like lipstick number 2 that I purchased for myself for my birthday. All right, I have one more thing to show you. It's actually 9 products. I placed this order back in April, on April 30th, and it just arrived the other day, well, like towards the end of June. So it does count towards the June month. I picked up an order from Touch of Glam Beauty, which are on Etsy, and I picked up 9 eyeshadows. All right, so let me show you what these are and swatch these for you. I have swatched these already, as you can probably tell, because they've got like fingerprints in there. Anyway, the first one is called On Wednesdays We Wear Pink. Now this is like, this one and the next 3 are like, it's a flaky formula. Here we go. Next up I have Tropical Vibes. Wowza! And the third one in this kind of formula is Dirty Little Secret. Wow, wow, wow. The next 6 are part of her circle pans. The first one is, it just says number 31. I think she has like unnamed ones, and this one's 31. It's a multi-chrome. Then we have A Touch of Glam. Oh, wow. That one is beautiful. Look at that. Oh. Next up, I have Leprechaun's Vault. Oh, that's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Now, her eyeshadows are very expensive, but she was having like a 20% off sale, which is why I ended up picking up so many. Then I have Jungle Mist. It's really pretty blue. This one is Copycats. And you can tell the difference between this. This is a lot pinker. Wait, this finger. A lot more pink. Or I should say more pink. Not a lot more pink, but more pink. And then the last shade I have is Alter Ego. Definitely a multi-chrome. And this is like the smoothest formula out of all of them that I purchased. You can see how it looks really wet on my finger. And there's that one. Oh my gosh. So pretty. So yeah, those are the shadows that I picked up from Touch of Glam Beauty. So that's 9 points towards my low buy. So quite a bit. A lot came in this month. Of course, I had purchased this several months ago, these eyeshadows, and they just came in. But, you know, it is what it is. So those are all the items that came into my collection. I do have one more, but I can't locate it. So I'm not going to talk about it until I'll find it before the July Empties video, and I'll talk about it then. So I won't count it towards June because I'm not sharing it with you. So we'll talk about it next month. Okay, I just found the product I could not find. So I want to show it to you. My mom's birthday was May 26th, and for her birthday I wanted to take her to the Bite Beauty Lip Lab to create her own custom lipstick. So we were finally able to go like the last week of June, and she created a lipstick and then I created a lipstick. It was kind of like my birthday gift to her. Anyway, I want to show you what I created. So the cool thing is Bite Beauty has expanded their custom lipstick range. So I think they may have had a sheer before, but it may have just come out. They have a lip balm, and they have, in addition to their satin and their matte, they have a sheer, a lip balm, a gloss. A tinted lip balm and a gloss. And the gloss they just came out with. I didn't get a gloss, but they just came out with the gloss. And they also expanded the packaging. So historically, they've had this rose gold. I've purchased this rose gold before. I've also purchased a couple in like this gray packaging. Well, you can't really see the Buy Beauty, but it's right there. But this time I got something different because they had some different options. I went with this gorgeous color. Look at this. The formula I chose, as I mentioned, I think is a sheer. And I brought in my pink salt lipstick for a dupe. And this is what we came up with. And it's an exact dupe. I actually put pink salt on one side of my lip and then this lipstick on the other. And it was an exact match. So let me show you. I really do like this formula as well. You guys know I like these hydrating lip products. There we go. Oh, it's so pretty. And let me grab pink salt. They did mangle my pink salt because they wanted to use it as a guide. But you can see this is their regular formula, their amuse-bouche, and then this is the sheer. It's a perfect match. And they've also moved to 100% vegan, if you weren't aware. I really do love doing this. I know it's expensive, but I think it's like a treat to myself and to my mom for her birthday to create your own custom lipstick. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I named this one Salty, and I had them put the Gemini zodiac sign there. Anyway, I will adjust my low buy numbers. However, just add one more to the total that I'm going to share with you in a little bit. So let's talk about my low buy numbers. I did mention we have 28 full sizes that left my collection this month or last month in June, as well as 17 deluxe sizes. There is one item that does not count, and it is the Good Jeans by Sunday Riley. This is a replacement item for me, so this one does not count. I probably also would not normally have counted the brow gel, but I know it counted coming in, so it counts going out. The next one I purchase won't count at all. So the way my low buy works is 2 products out for 1 product in. So that's 2 full sizes. So for deluxe size products like the Shiseido cream, like the Solano, 3 of these count as 1 full size. So I actually have to use 6 of these deluxe sizes to be able to have 1 item, 1 point for an item I can bring into my collection. Hopefully that makes sense. I also decluttered 6 full sizes and 1 deluxe size. So if I do the math of all of that stuff, adding, subtracting, dividing by 2, etc., all of that stuff that I talked about brings in 20 points into my low buy bank. The value of the items that I used in the month of June was $933. I also do a value $2 out is a $1 in. So I had a $933 value of items leaving my collection. I don't count the Sunday Riley Good Jeans, but I do count the Declutters. The Declutters totaled $182.50. So again, if I do the math of all that, that brings back around $496.50 into the value that I can spend towards items purchased. Now let's talk about what rolled over from last month. Last month I had about 12 points rolling over from my low buy bank. This month I brought in a total of 33 items. So I had 12 points rolling over. I had 20 points that went to my low buy bank from items I finished in June, which gives me a total of -1. That's going to roll over into the month of July. So I did go into the negative this month, which I'm not happy about, but considering all the stuff that came in, that's not that bad. I think like I said, it ended up being 33 items total. I don't know if I mentioned that. It was 33 items total. So it's a lot. Hopefully I do better in July. I have not bought any, the eyeshadow singles and the fresh. That's mainly the bulk of what counted towards my low buy this month. One other thing I want to share with you, and I have not done this before, but I did go to look to see, overall in my collection, what is the impact of my low buy so far this year. So far this year, I have purchased 75 beauty items. And when I say beauty, I'm talking skincare, body care, fragrance, etc. I have decluttered 16. I've used up a total of 187, which means I'm in the negative impact to my beauty collection of 128 items. Fabulous. In makeup, I have purchased 65 items so far this year. I've decluttered 42, and I have used up 81. So that is a difference of 58. So negative impact of 58 items to my collection. I've reduced my makeup stash by 58 items. And then I do have like an other category, which is pocket backs and soaps and those kinds of things. And just overall was an impact of negative 15. So total so far in the year, I have purchased 141 items. Well, purchased. Some of them were freebies, right? Purchased 141 items brought into my collection. That's a better way to say it. I have decluttered 62. I have used up 280. So I have reduced my overall stash by 201 items. I'm very happy with that. Even though I have a -1 low buy bank, I have still reduced my stash by 200 items this year so far. So really, really happy with that number. Hopefully we continue to go into the negative direction. Okay, I'm going to scooch over and show you some charts as usual. So as I mentioned before, in the month of June, I used up a total value of $933.50. This is where I talk about paying my way to 7K. So in skincare, it was $620. Makeup, I used up a total of $208. Bath and Body was $86.50, and then other, which is the hand soap and pocket backs, was $19. So that totaled up to $933. So far through 2023, I have used up a total of $6,052.50. And you'll see a chart here that shows you, a graph actually, that shows you kind of the breakdown. So I am very close to hitting 7K. I don't know if I'll hit it in July because I am going to be traveling a bunch, and so I'll probably end up using mostly minis. But yeah, so far we're doing pretty good. I also like to get to $2,000 in makeup, and I'm right at like almost $1,700 so far used up. So again, halfway through the year, we're looking pretty good. I've used up a lot of stuff this year. All right, this is a very long video for me to film. I had to take a couple of intermissions to go find some stuff. So anyway, I'm going to end it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you're doing well and staying safe. Please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi. Hey. Hey guys, it's Jalen. Welcome back. I'm here today to share with you my June. We're going to start with Empties. I have by Good Jeans. No. Come on. You're all the way over there. I can't pay you. I can scratch you. He just cleaned where I scratched him. Oh, little fucker. I have two. And the last thing I grabbed. And the last thing. So my low buy. Okay, bye.